What is the secret of your work that many people don't know? An elevator will go up to the top of the hoist instead of crash to the floor in most catastrophic failures due to the counterweights. Also, elevators are held up by a large number of cables, each of which can independently hold the cabin. And if it does fall, it will be caught by special traps, pins that extend on the sides when a certain speed is exceeded. Coffee shops spend more on milk than coffee. Coffee can cost less than 1 cent, and milk will cost 2 to 3 cents, and the final price will be $3 to $5, rent, profit, etc. Virtually every piece of copper, aluminum, or steel you come across has been chopped to bits, refined, melted down, and used to make whatever object it's a part of. Dozens, if not hundreds of times. Copper pipe probably started out as hundreds of different wires from various devices from around the world at one point. Gold and silver have been recycled much more than that. Because gold from multiple sources is routinely melted together, it is entirely possible that gold inside your wedding ring was the object of 1,000 murders. It is quite possible that some of your gold witnessed the burning of Troy, Carthage, and Tenochtitlan. Gold is the physical essence of human greed and malice. That's what is so great about it. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. There is no such thing as a perfectly functioning aircraft. Every plane you fly on has a multitude of maintenance issues, just not severe enough to affect safety of flight. My apologies to everyone boarding a plane today. Rest assured, this is nothing to worry about. Planes are still the safest way to travel. Most people are not good at detecting lies, and consistently score no better than chance, 50-50, when tested. The score goes up slightly when it's someone they know that they're talking to, but not much. Ironically, most people rate themselves as very good at detecting lies, but even experienced detectives are not much better than novices at detecting lies. When you delete a file from your HD, only the information of how to reach these memory slots coherently is deleted. The raw information remains there until overwritten. The maximum spacing between spindles in a railing is 4 inches because that's the average size of a baby's head. Most building officials will carry a 4-inch sphere with them when doing inspections on new construction. Public play structures are assessed in a similar way. If a child's head can fit through the gap, the body should be able to fit through it. Organic foods aren't necessarily grown without chemicals. There's a ton of organic label pesticides out there, many of which are just as toxic as their synthetic counterparts. There is a surprising amount of infrastructure under your feet. You'd be surprised how much public utility runs underneath private property. Always call before you dig. One day, as a kid in our backyard, I decided to dig a passage to China. I was a kid, okay? I came across a thick black cord with smaller multicolored cords in it. I thought I had found treasure, but it turned out I had simply turned off the TV for the entire street. Turning your computer or phone off and on again will fix a solid 70-80% of all problems the device likely has. People think that turning off and on again is a joke, but it works most of the time. If no one changed the configuration, then rebooting will fix the problem. Sometimes shit just happens and needs to be reset. Touching your fresh tattoo with your unwashed fingers is bad. It's absurd how many times we have to tell this to people. Like, you wouldn't touch a knife wound with dirty fingers, so why would it be okay when you were just stabbed hundreds of times with a needle? Being a stockbroker does not mean I know how you can turn $100 into $1 million by next month. Stop texting me. If I knew how, I would not have worked as a broker for a long time. Neurodegenerative diseases, Alzheimer's, Parkinson, etc., starts way before the first symptoms appears. No one wake up suddenly one day with Alzheimer's. It develops over 10-15 years before the first symptoms appear. Most 911 calls an ambulance receives on a daily basis are not remotely close to being emergencies. We only turn on the siren in really bad situations, so please give way. A corporate policy of requiring users to change their passwords every 90 days does not make your system more secure. In fact, it makes it less secure because most people don't remember them and write them down on paper. The same goes for most password complexity requirements. That if your IT guy is not busy, he is doing a good job, not a bad one, and you don't need to fire him. Believe me, you want him to be bored, but everything to work. The toner in your printer is plastic being melted onto the paper, and an inkjet printer micro boils the ink in the print head before transferring it to the page. The best treatment for a child with anxiety is treating their parents' anxiety. I am a licensed mental health professional that specializes in children. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. Thanks a lot for your donations.